Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Spending Time with Gregory. I hope everybody's doing pretty good this morning. I'm doing pretty good this morning. And I wanted to come on and speak a little bit about mental health. You know, on Spending Time with Gregory, that's what we do. We do mental health, exercise, juicing, and fishing. Fishing I love. Mental health I love too. But this morning, I wanted to come on and talk about, I always self-reflect on spending time with Gregory, and earlier this week, well, I've been getting this question kind of all week. And, you know, after a few of my subscribers watching my videos, and they ask me, how did you do it? How did you do it, Greg? And I can honestly say it wasn't easy. I was at the cusp of my life, you know, at the bottom, and I needed to make a change, which I was in a mode, what would I say, a crisis. Here I am, 47 years old. I was 47 years old. I'm 60 now, but I was 47 years old at the time, and didn't have nothing in life. Nothing. Nowhere to go, nowhere to sleep. You know, no one wanted anything to do with me. And I had to make a serious change. And I had attempted over the years many times to make that change, like treatment centers, jail, different places to try to make changes in my life. And back to the question, how did you do it? Wow. I had to take a serious look at myself and take a serious look at myself and think about, you know, what I want to do with my life. You know, do I want to stay in the streets, do drugs for the rest of my life? Do I want to make changes and enjoy my life? I decided to make changes and enjoy my life. And I did everything that was suggested to me to make those changes, because I realized I couldn't do it on my own. I couldn't do it, you know, by myself. You know, I thought I was a smart guy and I could do it alone, and I couldn't. So I needed help. And I dedicated one whole year to the treatment process, therapy, sponsorship, support groups, taking all the suggestions of people who have been through what I've gone through. And I did that for one whole year. Now, almost 14 years later, I'm still doing the same thing and living an enjoyable, progressive life without drugs and alcohol. You know, I had a guy ask me, he said that we were having a conversation and he was emotional, and he said, I've lost everything. I've lost everything. I lost my brand new Corvette. I lost my wife. I lost, you know, my job. I don't have nowhere to go. And in my mind, I'm looking at this guy. Here's a attractive guy, strong, looks healthy. Still have, you know, some of his, sanity. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not saying it to him, but I'm thinking to myself, you haven't lost anything. I'm saying this to myself. I mean, you still have, your body's intact, your mind is intact, everything is intact. All those material things that you say you lost, or, you can regain those things. Now, he also said, he had 2 beautiful daughters and a grandson. I was like, wow, you still have that, And all those other things that you named, those are important. Your sanity and the family that supports you is what's important. And also, I have, clients come to me and they say, Greg, what do I have to do to make those changes? And I was looking at some principles from a support group, and most of the clients or the people that I present these principles to or presented them to have had conversations with me before, and we've talked, and I've seen them move in the what would say clinical environment, or the just seeing them move around. And I start to list the principles to them, and I ask them, are you following these principles? Now, maybe early, but here's a start. Here's where to start on these principles. Now, I'll give you my kind of analysis of how, you move around in this environment. And let's see, are you following these principles? First principle, honesty. Are you being honest? Ask yourself that. It's not my, to judge you, but are you being honest? I see that you have hope. You have faith because you've taken the step to, follow, or come into the therapeutic process. Now, courage. Takes a lot of courage to seek treatment. It does. Takes a lot of courage. Integrity. Wow. What are you doing when nobody's looking? Are you following the rules? Are you doing what staff tell you to do? Are you hiding something from staff? Or are you hiding something from yourself? Integrity is important, guys. Ask yourself, do you have any integrity? No. You don't want me to answer that. Willingness, coming to treatment, that's willingness. You're willing to come to treatment to make changes. Yes. Brotherly love, I see a lot of that. Brotherly love, loving on your peers, loving on your family. What's self-discipline? Do you have self-discipline? That's something you need to work on. Self-discipline. At almost 14 years, I have to work on self-discipline myself. So, I don't see a whole lot of self-discipline, early on in recovery. Perseverance. Persevere. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Persevere. See a lot of that. Awareness. Awareness of your situation. Last but not least, are you providing service? Are you picking up behind yourself? Are you picking up for others? Service. Guys, Thank you guys for spending time with Gregory. On Spending Time with Gregory, we do mental health, exercise, juicing, and fishing. This was a part of our mental health series. Guys, thank you for spending time with Gregory. See you guys in my next video.